this year. This is a 2% increase on the previous 12 months and is despite a number of high-profile events, including several appalling tourist attacks, an attempted military coup in Turkey, and the Zika virus in parts of the Americas, Asia and the Caribbean. These incidents have encouraged people to choose destinations closer to home or places they perceive to be safer. Abta's research shows that city breaks remain the nation's favourite holiday type, with over half the population, 53%, having taken one in the past 12 months and almost as many planning to take one in the next 12 months. The number of people taking traditional beach holidays has fallen back to 2014 levels after a very strong year last year. Some resorts in the Western Mediterranean have been stretched to capacity due to Tunisia effectively being closed to the British tourists and visitor numbers to Egypt falling due to restrictions on flights to Sharm el-Sheikh. The lack of availability in the Western Med has left holiday makers to consider different types of holidays to replace the traditional 2-week beach holiday. 45% of people stated they were quite likely or very likely to visit a country they have never been to before, compared to over a third at 36% who said they did the same thing in 2015. There has been a similar increase in people who are quite likely or very likely to visit a resort or city they have never been to before, but even if they have been to the country. Over half, 54%, stated that this would happen in 2016 compared to 46% who said it happened for the last year. Whilst 18% of people took an all-inclusive holiday in the last 12 months, a quarter, 25%, are planning to take one next year. This increased interest in all-inclusive breaks may be due to holiday makers looking for certainty over holiday budgets and to protect themselves from a drop in value of the pound since the Brexit result. An all-inclusive holiday is particularly appealing to young families, with 35% of this group saying that they expect to go on an all-inclusive holiday next year, compared to the average of 25%. Spokesperson for Abta, Mark Tanzir, who's the Abta chief executive, said, "Following an extraordinary couple of years, it is not surprising to find world events impacting people's choice of holiday type and destination. The travel industry provides a wide range of holiday destinations and holiday types, and people looking to try something new may find it helpful to discuss their holiday plans with a travel professional who can advise them of an options available." Checking it out before you check in on the John Guinn Travel Show on ukhealthradio.com. I'm talking through the Abta Holiday Habits Report of 2016. Now moving on to how people book. And Abta has found that holiday bookings made on tablets has remained fairly flat since last year, with 23% of online bookers using them compared to 24% in the previous 12 months. An increase in 35 to 54-year-olds using tablets has been offset by a fall of 18 to 24-year-olds. People who are least likely to use a PC were aged between 25 and 34, but they're also the most likely to use a tablet, with almost 4 in 10 doing so. Mobile phones are less popular than a device for booking than they were a year ago. 13% of people stated they booked a holiday using a mobile phone, down from an average of 16% the previous 12 months. However, more 35 to 44-year-olds did use their mobile phones, which increased from 16 to 19%. It's particularly notable that the falls amongst 18 to 24-year-olds and those aged over 55. And it suggests that perhaps it's difficulty in using a mobile phone to book a holiday, which is turning people off. 44% of people said they found booking a mobile phone easy, compared to 80% said the same about booking with a PC, and 54% who stated that booking with a tablet was easy. Booking holiday online remains the most popular, holding a steady at 76%, and this is based on 69% in 2015, and in 2014 it was 73%. A fifth booked a holiday in-store, 19%, and 21% booked by phone. Do you remember using a phone to speak to people? People aged between 45 and 45 and 54, and those with older children were the groups most likely to book a holiday online, with 4 out of 5 doing so. And when it comes to booking, package holidays are the most popular type of overseas holidays, with more than half, at 53%, of British holiday makers taking a package holiday in the last year. And that includes me. The Abta's report found that the package holiday is 6% more popular than in 2015 and more than 10% than on 2011. The growth in package holidays has been driven by both the youngest and the oldest age groups. Older holiday makers showed the biggest increase in package bookings, with almost two-thirds of people aged over 65 taking a package holiday in the last year, compared to 47% in the year to August 2015. The report suggests that a new generation is discovering the benefits of a package holiday. 55% of 18 to 24-year-olds took a package holiday abroad, compared to 46% in the year up to August 2015. The main motivators for young people were value for money and having everything taken care of. 62% of people from the most affluent households took a package holiday abroad in the last year, a significant increase of 23% on the previous year. And this may be down to the wide range and diversity of package holidays now available, which includes luxury and tailor-made holidays, which appeal to every taste and budget. In a year of high-profile international terrorist incidents and change and uncertainties on the UK political stage, it appears that people are seeking support and protection offered by a package holiday. I've already said having everything taken care of is a popular reason for booking a package, and 73% of consumers were saying this. Best value option for price was the most popular reason in 2015, which is now second place in the most popular reasons. Financial protection has also increased significantly as a reason for booking a package, almost doubling from 16% in 2015 to 29% this year. And this is particularly pronounced amongst the 18 to 24-year-olds, where the figure leapt from 16 to 37%. Other reasons for booking a package were convenience at 42% and demand for all-inclusive holidays at 36%. While this travelling abroad is going on, the UK domestic package market has remained steady over the last year, with 1/5, 22% of holiday makers opting for one. Just over half the population book travel or accommodation only, and this isn't surprising as they're more likely to drive to a UK holiday destination, so do not require travel or everything to be all in. You can keep up to date with travel news and leave me a message at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. Coming up to the last two stories that have been released from the Abta Holiday Habits Report of 2016. And the first one may be a surprise, but traditional in-store holiday bookings are making a comeback. The Abta research found that the number of people booking a holiday in a travel agency, bricks and mortar, or in-store, however you want to call it, has risen, with 19% have done so in the last 12 months, which is up from 17% in the year up to August 2015. The most affluent households are more likely to book in-store, with 35% having done so. Young families also favour the high street, with 37% having booked a holiday in a bricks and mortar travel agent in the last 12 months. The use of high street retailers falls with age. 25 to 34-year-olds lead the way with 29%, while surprisingly, as far as I'm concerned, the over 65s are least likely to book in store at 13%. But this age group is most likely to book a holiday by phone at 38%. You may be unsurprised by the following statement, but holiday in-store booking is more popular in areas where there are more shops. London 22%, West Midlands 25% and North West at 21%, all tracked higher than the average for bookings in shops, while there are also a large number of bookings in Scotland at 25% and Northern Ireland at 27%. Online booking, in contrast, tracks above the average at the average of 76% in the East Midlands at 82%, Wales at 81% and the South West at 81%. People are most likely to book in store for trips to new destinations, holidays of 7 nights or more and city breaks. They are less likely to book short breaks and domestic breaks in store, suggesting they are more confident about booking these kinds of trips independently. And finally, to round up the report, new research from the report reveals that the number of people going on holiday is increasing. The report shows that in the last 12 months to August 2016, the number of people going away has risen by almost 10% on the previous year. 86% of Brits took a holiday at home or abroad compared to 77% in 2015. This is the largest number of UK population taking a holiday since 2011. The report also shows that the average number of holidays taken per person per year has increased slightly from 3.2 holidays to 3.4, which is much more than my one. Over half the population, at 56%, took a holiday, which is a slight increase of 2% on 2015. The number of people holidaying abroad has slowly increased since 2013, where 52% of people stayed overseas. Millennials and baby boomers are fueling the general increase for holidays overseas, with 25 to 34-year-olds and 55 to 64-year-olds most likely to be taking more than 4 foreign holidays a year. The report has also seen a surge in both the number of people taking a holiday in the UK and the number of domestic holidays per person. This is thanks to a wide range of events across the country. Since 2013 there had been a steady decrease, but this year the number of people taking a UK holiday has increased to 7 in 10, up from 64% the previous year. This is a return to the numbers last seen during the Olympic summer of 2012, which was 71%. The number of domestic holidays per person has increased from 1.7 to 2, almost level with the 2.1 UK holidays per person in 2012, which is more than my 0. The young families with at least one child under 5 took the most UK holidays, with over a quarter, 26%, taking more than 4 domestic holidays. So how does that tie in with your own bookings? Have you found that you are taking more UK holidays? Have you found you're taking more holidays abroad but you're doing the short city breaks instead of a traditional 2-week trip? Please do share your experiences with me at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show, because I'm interested to see how my listeners compare to the report that's done by Abta. If you're still not taking a package holiday, I would be interested to know why you're not taking one. I've already said I didn't take a package holiday because the costs versus the risk just wasn't worth it this year, but who knows what will happen if the pound increases. Any comments you have to make about the show or any questions you want answered, and the world travel market's coming up next month, so if you've got any questions, please do send them in, because I'll be able to get the answer there. Just put a message at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show, or put a post and I'll get the answer to you. Before I end the show, Professor Iain Gray, my guest today, mentioned that he looks for things when he's flying, especially if he's near the wing. What do you like when you go away? I'm a nightmare because I'm always looking at customer service and the facilities and the cleanliness. What about you? Are you involved in travel industry in some way? When you go away, what do you look out for? What makes you a grumpy tourist? What makes your partner go, oh no, not again? Please, facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. Share what you look out for when you're on holiday. I'll be interested to compare notes. And I do hope you can join me next week on the Travel Show with John Guinn on ukhealthradio.com, where each week I'm checking it out before you check in.